weren't already confused that the Rapid is a hatchback that looks like a saloon, then try this Rapid Spaceback for size. It's the result of splicing Rapid hatchback and Octavia estate DNA together. What does that mean practicality wise? Well, it's actually shorter than the standard Rapid, so there's less boot space, but strangely there's more headroom. And there's also a style factor here as well, as the Spaceback is actually aimed at young families, and this style pack we've got adds a bit of pizzazz with some tinted fog lights, some black door mirrors and an extended piece of black glass on the back, which with our model blends in perfectly with the black roof. So Skoda don't have the plushest interiors, but they've certainly nailed the ergonomics and comfort side of things, and this SE Sport model is no different. You've got an easy to digest layout of buttons, and there's also a nice mix of hard wearing and high quality materials. The SE Sport model gets some cool features as well, including these sport seats which are comfy rather than figure hugging. You also get this glass panoramic roof, you get the amazing 17-inch alloy wheels, and you also get some piano black inserts as well. And as it is the flagship model, you get some nice luxuries like sat-nav, cruise control, Bluetooth and climate control. The cabin gets Skoda's practicality treatment as well, with this fold-down armrest, very handy, some storage under there as well. You got some handy door bins and there's plenty of headroom. But a feature that I particularly like, and I think people will probably overlook, is the reversing feature, which when you put it into reverse, the park assist will actually tell you how far the car is going to swing out. And yeah, that's always a handy little feature. Right, so Skoda have stretched the dimensions in the back here to allow for an extra 2 inches of headroom. Now, I'm not quite sure if I can tell, but overall, Spaceback here is really good. There's loads of leg room, there's enough headroom, there's even enough elbow room if you have a third passenger, but there's also some convenient features thrown in as well, like storage in the back of these seats. There's a cup holder in the center here and a rather conveniently placed armrest on the side of the door. You can see that estate inspiration I was talking about earlier just by looking at the shape of the rear. Now, onto figures. The standard Rapid has a 550 litre boot, but the Spaceback loses out by 135 litres with a 415 litre boot. But you know what? That's still pretty big, and the Spaceback retains the Rapid's square loading surface, which is always nice and practical. It can shove things right into either corner of the boot, and it also has fold down seats which allow for up to 1,318 litres. All the engines available in the Rapid are pretty sensible. I mean, the most power on offer is from a 113 brake horsepower 1.6 litre diesel. And in fact, in my opinion, the most fun you can actually have in this car is with the turbocharged 1.2 litre TSI petrol, which offers 108 brake horsepower. But we haven't got either of those engines today. Today we've got an 89 brake horsepower 1.4 litre 3-cylinder diesel mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox. Now, don't freak out when I say 3-cylinder diesel. It's actually a really good engine, this. Although the combination of its 3-cylinder growl and its diesel grunt does make for a rather interesting noise. But you only really notice that when you're pottering about town. I mean, go above the 2000 RPM mark and its 230 Newton meters of torque kicks in, and then boom, it starts to feel like a proper diesel. And once you get up to speed in this engine, it does everything you want it to. Yes, 11.6 seconds to reach 62 miles per hour isn't very fast, but do you really care? I mean, this is a Skoda hatchback that emits just 94 grams per kilometre of CO2 and should comfortably return 60 mpg and above. And on the "this is a Skoda" front, it's exactly how you'd expect in terms of ride and handling. I mean, the ride is very comfortable, the steering's precise and easy to manoeuvre, and the seating position, well, it's spot on. Just don't expect anything particularly exciting. You can have a Rapid Spaceback for just under £14,000, and that undercuts main rivals like the Ford Focus and Volkswagen Golf by a couple of grand. And for many, an entry-level model will probably make the most sense with the Rapid. If you want a model like this though, the SE Sport, it will cost you between £16,000 and £17,000. Much like the rest of Skoda's range, the Rapid Spaceback doesn't pretend to be anything it's not. I mean, it claims to offer added style, which it does. It claims to have good levels of practicality, which it has. And it claims to be affordable. And if you buy sensibly, It really is. It doesn't quite offer the fun factor of the Ford Focus, but not everyone's after that, especially those who are just after a practical family car. What do you think of the Rapid Spaceback? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the inquire button to find out more details about this car, or for any other models, visit carkeys.co.uk. And to watch more reviews, click one of the links on screen now.